So I was watching one of my friend Earl's videos the other day and I noticed he wasn't using any jump cuts because of something that they're doing in May where there's like, no jump cuts in May. I don't know what it is exactly, but I thought I'd make a video without any jump cuts since usually I use jump cuts. But I wanted to share with everybody a story of embarrassment because there's no point in having good stories of embarrassing things if you're not going to tell them to people. Granted, I may have waited about 15 years to tell anybody, but still. So anyways, back when I was in middle school, I had very, very crooked teeth. Like, really crooked. It was ridiculous. And I needed braces really bad, but in 7th grade, which I believe is when this story took place, I hadn't gotten braces yet. I actually had them the 4 years after this story. And so I was in a health class once, and one of the things that we did in health class was whenever we wrote a paper or something or had an answer, it was like old-fashioned. We'd have to stand up and tell our answers. I don't remember exactly how it worked, but it was weird. But we had these things that we did where we would stand up and read whatever it was that we wrote. And one of the times it was my turn to do that, and I had really crooked teeth, and I was looking down reading my thing, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I was drooling straight out of my mouth, right down onto the table. It was extremely embarrassing and kind of gross too. But I had crooked teeth, there's nothing I could do about it. It was horrible. And everybody laughed at me, and then I was, embarrassed for the rest of the day and probably the rest of the week. And it sucked. It was not fun. And it was a pretty big pile of spit that hit the ground too. Well, it wasn't the ground, it hit the desk. Anyways, it was embarrassing. Let's just leave it at that. But I'm sure everybody's got an embarrassing story they'd like to tell, or perhaps not like to tell. But in light of me telling you one of my embarrassing stories, I'd like to tag 5 people to also tell me, or the rest of us, an embarrassing story of their own. I wrote them down here so I wouldn't forget. First, Mimsy Sky, Sweet Afton 23, Adam the Alien, Barry Aldridge, and Naramon. So if you guys have an embarrassing story you'd like to tell the world of YouTube, I would love to hear it, and I'm sure everybody else would too. Anyways, there's my story about drool. Yeah. Anyway, that is all.